Coming up on Film World Community, I answer your guys' questions. We have the results from our straw poll from last episode, and why was I gone an entire week? Hello viewers, and welcome to Film World Community. Hey guys, it's me, your host Micah Pendleton, and welcome to Film World Community. And yes, we got some great questions. We do have the results of our straw poll, a lot of fun stuff. So, first things first, let's go ahead and talk about why I was gone an entire week from Film World. Well, it's a very simple answer actually. There was a little something coming through my area, a little storm called Irma. Yeah, and that, working at a TV station and everything, had to work overnight and everything for weather cut-ins and coverage and everything like that. Did a lot of live shots, which is a lot of fun. The live shots were fun, not the storm. But anyway, it was kind of a big thing and it made me get pretty behind, and that's why we didn't have anything on Film World last week. Sorry about that, but we are back this week with a full load of premiere prep in Film World Community, which you're watching right now. And so let's go ahead and get into the rest of this episode with that out of the way. Sorry that we did miss an entire week of Film World, but we are back. Let's just jump right into it. Alright, starting off with some questions from you guys. DJ Minecart asks, I think he means to say, when are you doing a review on your GoPro Hero 5? And I had mentioned a while that I had the GoPro Hero 5. It's actually Michael's and I've been using it. I've used it on a couple different things. And I was going to do a review on it. And that hasn't exactly happened yet. Why is that? Well, for a couple different reasons. I still think I will do one, mostly because the more I was thinking about it, the more I'm like, the Hero 5 has been out for a long time. I'm sure they're going to come out with a Hero 6 pretty soon now. And if I did it as just a straight up review, it's like, well, you're kind of late to the table. And everybody knows just how good the Hero 5 is. But what I am thinking is maybe I'll do some comparisons video about like whether you can get away with using it in place of like a DSLR and things like that, or a cinema camera, and maybe a couple other things like that, try some stuff. But another reason was just I wasn't really feeling it as I was making it. I actually got into editing it and stuff like that, and I filmed several different portions. And something that you guys might not even realize is I've actually made like probably a good 15-20 episodes of Premiere Prep over its lifespan that never even went up, just for different reasons, some of them being like what I just mentioned now. And the Hero 5 reviews was kind of one of them. I got part of the way into it, I started filming, editing, and all that kind of stuff, but it just never really happened. Yeah, I mean, if you guys, definitely let me know. If you would like to see a GoPro Hero 5 review, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I will get to that. But just for a couple different reasons is why I haven't done it. I don't really have a much better explanation than that, but yeah, if you guys would like to see it, I would totally be game for doing it. But there will be stuff coming in regard to the Hero 5 at some point. Okay, next question comes from Ace the Dolphin Guy. It's actually multiple questions, and he says, what is Eon Productions? What videos are going there? Why is it changed from Micah Master Studios? Could you explain what's on what channel and how all that works? Okay, Ace the Dolphin Guy, it's actually pretty simple actually, this explanation. Micah Master Studios was the name of my production company, basically since I was 10, 11 years old. And there's actually a funny story which as to why I called it that, which I might do kind of a fun little video for in the future. But Michael joined the party, and Micah Master Studios just didn't really cut it for Micah and Michael kind of co-heading this whole production idea and everything. And so I was really thinking about it, and we're like, okay, we need to come up with something new. The logo that I had created for Micah Master Studios, which is this one right here, it actually really was something I liked, and we could stay with it. And it looked like a blue neon logo. So we decided to smack that together and call it Blue Eon. It's kind of a funny little name right there. It's unique at least, and it gets the point across. It's Blue Eon Productions. So that's why it changed what's going on that YouTube channel, and that is very simply going to be test videos and our short films, and maybe even someday a feature film. That's basically where all of our non-tutorial, narrative story work is going to go on Blue Eon. And we have some stuff coming very, very soon, trying to get things going for a short film right now, like a pretty good size short film. Having some problems with scheduling right now, so many different people, so many different moving parts, trying to nail down some schedules before we can go ahead and film that. But as soon as that happens, not only will you get an action series out of it, you will also get a Blue Eon Productions video, which is the short film, which is also in conjunction with another company. So it might not even go on the Blue Eon Productions YouTube channel, but it will be part of Blue Eon Productions in form. So yeah, that's what goes onto the channel. Everything that's tutorial based stays on Film World. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. So let's get on to, let me see here. I think we have one final question. Yes, it's from Rise of the Brick over on the Film World forum. Definitely keep getting questions in on there. That would be fantastic. He says, would you ever be interested in doing more screenwriting / story analysis? Yes and no, because I'm actually thinking right now about starting a complete other channel as well in conjunction to Film World. It's not like Film World's stopping, and we're not taking anything away. It's just in addition. But it would be basically an entire analysis and like top 10s channel and stuff like that for movies and filmmaking and all sorts of things like that. Kind of like if Watch Mojo met up with Behind the Clapperboard. There was another one. Art of the Scene, I think it was. So it'd be kind of like that. It'd be kind of a merger of some of that stuff. I'd give reviews on movies, I'd do my top 10s, and then I'd do analyses on screen plays and different storylines and stuff like that. So if you guys would like to see a channel like that, definitely let me know in the comments below or on the Film World forum and things like that. Okay, so that really wraps up our questions. Let's go ahead and get into our straw poll from last episode. And it was, what is your favorite VFX tool? And the number one, the absolute winner, unsurprising for this audience, was Blender, coming in with 62% of the votes. And we actually got in a fair amount of votes, so thank you guys very much for getting those in. Then next up was After Effects with 14% of the vote. Not too surprising there. Glad to see that some After Effects viewers are definitely on this channel. And then next up was Natron at 10%, which tied with Nuke at another 10%, which kind of interesting there, especially considering that those are very similar in workflow type compositors. And then we had one vote for Blackmagic Design Fusion, which was 5% of the votes. So somebody out there is definitely using Fusion. And then Apple Motion was another option, and there's no votes on there. So yeah, I don't think anybody really uses Apple Motion anymore. If you do, let me know in the comments below, or you can go back to last episode and in the link, go ahead and vote on the straw poll again, because it's still up there. I mean, but so those are the results from Favorite VFX Tool. That was definitely a fun straw poll, and we will be doing another one next episode. I'm kind of thinking about doing like one an episode and then answering it the next episode, so that'll be a whole lot of fun right there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for voting. It's very cool to see, and it really is kind of unsurprising that Blender took the top spot. But Natron also was, that was actually my pick. And it's cool to see other people using that as well. And After Effects, it's very cool to see other people from different areas of post-production watching this channel. So guys, thank you very much for voting on that straw poll. Alright, so that really about does it for comments and the straw poll, and I mentioned why I was gone last week. Now it's time for our movie suggestion of the week. And I really can't remember if I've mentioned this or not before, but we're mentioning it this week. Our movie suggestion is Arrival. This movie was incredible and interesting, and like, This is probably one of the best sci-fi films of the modern era, I would have to say. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend you get it. There's a link in the description to where you can buy it on Amazon. It is an incredible, incredible movie. It was nominated for 8 Academy Awards, as it says right on the front of the box, and for good reason. I'm not totally sure which ones it won, if it won any. I think it might have won Best Sound Design, something like that. But it's absolutely incredible, very original. The way that the aliens communicate and all that, it's all about communication and everything. It's very, very cool. That doesn't give anything away. But it's a very, very cool movie. I absolutely loved it. Warning, it is pretty slow. Not quite 2001: A Space Odyssey slow, but it is a slower sci-fi. It's very, you know, it's very much a thinking sci-fi, and I absolutely love that about it. Every once in a while, you need to get away from, oh, aliens are invading, boom, 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 everybody blow each other up, and just get into some good, oh, what if we actually did come into first contact? I mean, that would be just cool, and this movie did a phenomenal job, and the aliens are so original and everything. It's just such a good movie. Highly recommend you guys check it out. Again, link in the description where you can buy it. So that really wraps up this episode of Film World Community. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry we didn't have anything last week, but so that really does it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you stay tuned this Friday for Premiere Prep, where we're going over audio tools for Linux, which we are continuing our series on how I get away with using Linux for filmmaking. We're getting close to being done with it. I believe this is actually the halfway mark. So stay tuned for that next Friday. It's been an absolutely fun series, and thank you guys so much for all the support and sharing and liking of the videos and commenting and all that. It's been fantastic. That really does it for this episode of Film World Community, as I think I've already mentioned 2-3 times. And I'm your host, Micah Pendleton. Remember to live your life one frame at a time, and I will catch you next time.